At least a quarter of the more than 1,000 fishing vessels registered in Barbados have been lost or damaged. When Category 4 Hurricane Beryl barreled through the Bridgetown Fisheries Complex, it left millions of dollars in destruction, almost decimating the fishing industry. Efforts continue to salvage those boats that can be saved, with some being moved by crane. Prime Minister Mia Amor Mottley, other government officials, members of the Barbados Coast Guard, and fire and fisheries officials were on hand to make some of the key decisions necessary to facilitate the process. Ms. Mottley said already the complex has taken on a different look compared to the immediate aftermath of the hurricane. She thanked those who have been assisting in this regard.
There are some issues logistically that I have been briefed on, and as you can see, I asked the Barbados Defense Force to come in and take charge of the logistics of ensuring that we can deal with the recovery and salvage and movement of those who can move. It means cooperation. It means transparency. It means fairness. So that we have to agree on what is the criteria that will be used that will be fair to everyone.
Prime Minister Mottley noted that one of the major hiccups is that cradles are not readily available.
There's only one cradle, which therefore slows down the fact that you got two cranes. And I even asked whether we could have used the trailers from the sugar industry and put the rubber fenders on it, etc. But the engineer believes that the boats are too heavy and therefore that will not accommodate it. So even though we may try to get one brought in, and certainly will buy one or two more for the future because this is now our way of life, it may not help us today or tomorrow or Thursday.
However, by the end of the discussion, a way forward had been identified, including the use of the crane at the Bridgetown port and other private equipment to lift heavier and bigger vessels out of the water by the end of the week.
We will have a meeting further with you all later this week. But the important thing today is recovery and salvage, not true? Yes. Just as the important thing yesterday was to get here clean and disinfected. So if we didn't clean and disinfect it here, we're going to be standing up right here now, correct? The next thing is to get here sorted out. And then the next thing after that is to work on your ability to get back on your feet again, and we will talk about that later in the week.
Additionally, Sub-Lieutenants Sasha Marshall and Chad Caliste, along with Master Chief Petty Officer Mac Andrew Otley, have been identified to spearhead the ongoing salvage operations. Rachelle Agard, CBC News.